friends, and welcome to another episode of Tried and Tested. So Crayola has launched their own makeup line called Crayola Beauty, and it is based on their colourful crayons. So this is the Crayola Customizable Lip Palette. And I think that this is the card that it comes with, so you can mix your shades on here or here, because it comes with 10 different lip colours, and you can mix them together or you can use them on your own. It's completely up to you. I was kind of expecting it to smell terrible, but it actually smells a bit like cherry, like the artificial cherry sweet. I thought it was gonna smell like a lot like wax. Oh, that's pretty. Oh wow, the texture is really nice and creamy and easy to spread. I'm gonna try this without mixing anything first, and I'll pick a color that I would normally wear, like for example this one. I'm gonna try scrape it off and use more, because like not a lot of color is depositing right now. Okay, I'm not really feeling this because it actually feels very drying. It just really felt like paint almost. There's a drag as I'm putting it on. It doesn't apply very well. Alright, I'm gonna try one other color. I'll try the red. So it looks so different on the palette. This looks more like a cherry-ish kind of pink, but this one is like a deeper red, and it's just completely not even the same. The texture is not moisturizing, it's not easy to spread, it's not very good. Kind of feels a bit like a toy. Kids makeup, like for playing, not really for an actual look. I'll try this red, I'll mix it with the black and see if it makes it darker. Oh, that is a nicer kind of red. Adding the black kind of made it look more like the color that it is on the pan. Oh, I just don't feel comfortable at all. I don't really enjoy using this palette. Like even after removing it, they don't feel nice. You know, like it just feels drier than before. So I would give it like a 1 out of 10. This is the highlighter crayon, and it comes in 4 different shades. Ours is Blast Off Bronze. This is supposed to be very creamy and highly blendable. Oh, it actually looks really nice on my hand, and it does feel quite blendable. The color is very pretty. Alright. So I applied some on my cheek, but it's kind of like disappeared. Like I can't really see, I don't know where it's gone. So I'm gonna try up here. I can see like it's a little bit sparkly. I put a lot of product, but I only can see a little bit of sparkle, and also when the light hits, it doesn't really seem to be catching that much light. So as a highlighter, it's not really highlighting much. Like if I look really closely, my skin is shimmering a little bit. So if you're going for the ultra subtle look, then maybe that will work for you. But bear in mind that there's a lot of light hitting me at the moment, and it's still not kind of reflecting the light. So it's really ultra subtle. Also would probably give it a 1, because even though the packaging is so simple, I still think it's quite cute. I don't know, I think just seeing Crayola on makeup is cute. You know, like I would give it points just for that. Yeah, but the product itself is kind of like, nah. So this is the Lip and Cheek Crayon in red. It looks exactly like a crayon, so cute. So this is supposed to be very creamy and pigmented. At this stage, I don't believe them anymore. Oh wow, that is very creamy and pigmented. But they've all performed very well on my hand so far. Just not so good on the face. Okay, ooh, alright. Well, that's a little bit hard to blend, but like you can eventually get there. It's a very basic color. Like it's a very basic formula, I think. It doesn't really do much. It's not like it makes it look extra healthy, or that it makes it look like, you know, like the color's coming from inside. It's just kind of like a very basic color. It's alright, like it's not bad. It also smells like that cherry thing. It was a bit difficult to blend at first. The good thing is that it doesn't like dry out. You have time to work it in. Actually, I quite like it. As a lip crayon, this is very pigmented. Like there's so much color coming out. The application was pretty easy and it's quite creamy. Like it moves across the lips like not bad. I wouldn't say it's very moisturizing or anything, but it didn't like drag, so I thought it was quite nice. The color is so rich and intense, which is really pretty. I'm so happy at least one thing works. So I don't know whether it's the formula or the color or like what, but I feel like on my cheeks it just does not look so great. It kind of looks like very dated stage makeup. Whereas like on my lips, I think that this color, I mean the formula is so cute. I mean it's like really cute on the lips. I feel like it's a decent lipstick. Is it the best lipstick? No, but I think it's a decent lipstick. I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. We have here the Mermaid Eyeshadow Palette. Oh, it's quite pretty. All the shades here look like metallic shimmery colors. Okay, that's quite nice. It's not the most even spread of color. It's not too bad, but it's very patchy. Like, it's a bit difficult to kind of get a even color. Okay, so this thing doesn't really blend very well. Oh wow. It feels like very old formula. Like there's color, but the colors are not super pigmented and it takes a lot to get some color out. It's not very buildable. The color doesn't really get much stronger than this. Like if you're only going to be doing like simple eyes and you want like some fun colors to play with, I think it's okay. But like if you're expecting to turn into a mermaid, like I think it might be a bit difficult with like these colors. Maybe I'll give it a 5 out of 10 because I do think like it's okay. Like it's a pass, it's just not great. I think this palette got some pretty negative reviews online. For me, it's okay. I think also because I don't really use like that much color, so it's okay for me. But if you think about it, like if you need to like build up stuff and all of that, then it's like not the best. So they've got 3 different colors of mascara and we got the one in turquoise blue. It's supposed to add definition to your lashes and also is water resistant. The packaging is so cute. This is what it looks like. Smells a bit chemically, but it's not terrible. It's quite interesting because I added so many layers but I actually didn't get clumpy, so that is really good. And also the color is really quite strong. Like I can see the color, right? Like when I close my eyes and I open my eyes, like I can actually see this like bright turquoise blue. The thing is though, like I didn't feel like it added any volume or for that matter definition. I think the problem also is because I have very short lashes. Very short and very little. So it kind of looks a bit strange to me. Like, but I feel like maybe if you had those like window wiper eyelashes, it might turn out really nicely. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I had long lashes like that. I also want. I'll give this like a 6 out of 10 because I feel like it's not adding any volume or length or anything. It's just like colouring my lashes, but it does an okay job of colouring them. And it's a good thing that they're not clumpy, so like a 6 lah. So overall, for this collection, I mean, we only tried a few things, but my feeling is that a lot of it is based on the nostalgia of Crayola and the fun idea that a crayon brand is creating makeup. But in terms of the makeup itself, there's some things that I felt were alright, but I don't really regard it as like a makeup brand. Do you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't go to them to look for makeup, but maybe some fun gifts or something I would consider. The other thing to know also though is like their price point is quite expensive considering the quality of the makeup. If not for the Crayola branding, would I use this makeup? No. But with the Crayola one, would I consider maybe as a gift? Like for fun. For someone who I know loves drawing or loves Crayola or something, you know, that might be a fun gift. But as a makeup gift, also not really. So that's kind of like my general feeling based on what we've tested today. And we have come to the end of the episode. If you want to find out more about the products, the links are in the description box down below, or you can go to our Tried and Tested Facebook page. And if you haven't done so already, you should download the Clicknetwork app so you can watch the videos before they come out onto YouTube. And if you've already subscribed to our YouTube channel, then you should hit the bell so you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. Alright, till next time, go be beautiful!